Hi everyone, to make this bracelet you're going to need some beads of your choice. Now the ones I've chosen are abalone shell. They're 25 millimeters by 20 millimeters. You're going to need some 18 gauge wire, which will be the foundation wire, like the backbone, and then you're going to need some 6mm wire, which is 26 gauge, sorry 24 gauge, and then some tools. So let's get making it. Now first we're going to use about 30 centimeters of our 1mm wire. So I'm just going to cut 30 centimeters from this piece. We're just going to cut this off. This will be the actual strength of the piece that will be running through, and you'll be doing your loops at the ends for your connections. Okay, now we need 3 lengths of the 6mm wire, and we need about 80 centimeters of each length. So I'm just going to measure that roughly. And now we're on the 80 centimeters. I made 3 lengths of these. Now that's the 3 rows of the thinner wire, the 6mm, that is 80 centimeters, and you have your base wire, which is 1mm. Okay, so, and as I said earlier, we're going to be using these beautiful abalone shell beads. Okay, so let's get making. Now the first thing we need to do is make a loop at the end of the base wire, and this will be part of the where your loop and your catch is at the end. So what we need to do is make a loop in this wire. Now the first thing we need to do is probably take it up about 4 or 5 centimeters and make a bend at the end. So bending it back on itself. Okay, and then you need to take your bail making pliers and make a loop at the end. Till it meets the other side, and it comes all the way around. So you've got something, oops, that looks like this. And then what you want to do is keep a hold of that, and you want to wrap it round 3 or 4 times. One, 2. Three. So we've got 3 wraps, and this is the front, and what we want to do is cut off the little tail at the back. So just snip it off, snip off the little tail like that, and then you want to squish it together so that it doesn't catch on anything or scratch your skin or your clothes. Just keep squishing it in. Okay. Just going to squish that in a bit more. Okay, and that is your finished piece like that. Okay. Now the next step is to find the centre of one of your base wires. Find the centre, and then what we want to do is attach it to your base wire at the top. So you just want to wrap it round just one time. Sorry, I don't know if I'm getting that in focus. Just once, so that it's anchored on. And it is a wee bit fiddly at this point. And you can see that it does move up and down the wire, but it's on there. Okay, and you do that with the other ones. So find your central point on the wire. It's kind of all over the place at the moment. There we go. Central point. Next one. Do the same. Wrap it over. It looks a bit messy and scrambly at the moment. Just one wrap all the way right round. Sorry, this is a bit, and that's that one secure. That's you got your 2 wraps on there, as tight as possible. Okay, I hope you can see that okay. And quite springy, the wires. And the third one, grab the central point again. I'm trying to keep the camera, keep everything in the camera focus for you, but it is quite hard. Right, central point again, and do the same with this one. Just attach it. And, oh, it's clumsy. Right, just try to get in focus here. One wrap all the way around. Oh. Right. And there we've got that one. Oh, kitty cat. Here's my cat coming up. Coming up to spectate. She loves playing with wire. So I don't know how I'm going to get on with this, because she'll probably try and catch them. So that's the 3 wires attached. Hopefully you can see that the 3 wires are attached. Okay, And then what we want to do is take off a nice bead. I think I'll just take that one. I like that one. This one. And we're going to add that to the end of the wire. And it should look like that at the moment. I like that side better. And just make sure it's all kind of squished together. You've got that side and you've got that side. Okay. I don't know how my cat's going to play this one. Okay, now the next step, what you're trying to do is take the very bottom wire, that's this bottom wire, and take it over. And it's going to be hard for me to show you this. Take it over the top at a slight angle. Okay, and then you take the bottom one from the left side and take that over and try and keep everything kind of symmetrical, so you have something that looks like this. Then you take the bottom one again, that's the next bottom one, and you're taking it over. Over. You get something like that. Try and keep a hold of it all, which is quite tricky, to keep it all in the middle and keep a hold of it and trying to show you at the same time. And you take your next bottom one and take that over to the opposite side. Now at that crossing point we need to take this wire under because we're weaving them. So take that wire and take it under. I hope you can make that out. You're taking it under and that looks a bit scrappy at the moment. You're taking it under. So you've got that kind of look at the moment. So you've got that wire from the left side going over, and then the second one going under, and then you've got the wire from the right side going under the first one and over the second one and under the next one. So you're weaving them, and I hope that makes sense. So you're weaving them back and forward, and it will start to get looking a bit easier. Hopefully I'm explaining it well enough. I'm still learning myself. And the last wire, they're taking it over. Now on the first crossing point there, it goes under, so it goes over the first one and under the second one, and bring it over to your third point. That's actually meant to be over. I got that wrong, sorry. Ignore me. I got it wrong, it didn't look right, so it's actually over that one. Then you take the third one. I'm still trying to take this one, and you want to go over the top of that one, over the top of this one. And under the second one, and over the third one. And just keep playing around until you get the design and style that you're looking for. You may need to play around with it a bit. It's the tricky part is the weaving, I find. I need to fix that one, sorry. That's better. And just keep messing around until you're happy with the way it looks. And just keep making sure that you're weaving it the right way, which I wasn't again. It is really quite tricky. And just keep playing with the wire. Like that. And then what you want to do is start, I'm going to move it round slightly. Okay. So we've got the wires going under, over, under, over, under, over, under, sorry, over, under, over. And I hopefully make sense. And just keep pushing the wires. I'm trying to keep a hold of them at the same time. And I'm fairly happy with that. So the next step is to take the top wire, which is at your left hand side. If you're doing it the same way, it's at your left hand side. And you want to take that around the back of the bead and you want to do one full turn, full wrap, sorry, and bring it back. And then you want to do the same with the next wire. Take it down and wrap it around just once, all the way around to the other side. Okay, and it looks something. Wait a minute. You can still manipulate it a bit. Okay, so we've now wrapped these two wires. So the next set of wires to the left hand side, and it's always at the top, we take that one, this wire, and we take that and wrap that one round the back, a full wrap again, right to the next side, and you've wrapped that one. Okay. I'm still able to manipulate it a little. Hopefully you can see that okay. Then this one, this next wire that's at the top, you take that round the back, wrap it all the way round once and bring it back, and that is now at that side. So hopefully you're following along okay. Still able to move the wires. So we've got this so far. The next top one is this one. You take that around the back, trying to keep the same sort of design around the back, wrap it just the once, it's quite fiddly, and bring that one right back on itself, and hopefully, and that's a wrap on that one as well. Trying to keep everything as straight as possible, and just adjust it if you feel it needs a little bit of adjustment while you can. And then the last one, let's straighten that a little bit. Bring this last one over and under again. You see that? You want to try and keep the same sort of shape as you have on the front there. I'll take that round the back, wrap it round once, and then it takes it over to the other side. So that means you're back to having 3 wires, still springy, on each side. And hopefully you can see that. Okay, hopefully you're seeing that okay. And now we're ready to start the next one. And always start from where you started. So if you started on the right hand side, oops, if you started on the right hand side, you would do the next one. So I'm just going to choose a nice bead again. Another nice one. I'll get a bit of tangle here. Sorry. Where are we? Let's see. I like that one. And I like that one. Right, I've chose two. Chose two beads that I like. So the next one, you just feed that on to your backbone wire, as I call it. Feed that on. It can be a wee bit stiff. Okay. And choose the side that you like best of the bead. What side do I like best? Oh, I like that side. Right. So the next stage is to do the next bead. Now we want to take the wire from the bottom, take it over. Can you see that okay? Take it over to the right. Curve it over to the right. And you take the bottom left one and curve it over to the left. And you want to try and get the same sort of shape as the other ones, as the bead before it. And the next move is to take this one, bottom right again, take it over to your left. Okay, over to your left. Try and keep the bead still. It keeps popping up. And then take the bottom one from your left over to the right. Okay, but we need to start weaving it in. So what we need to do is take this one under. So underneath this one, underneath the second one. Okay. And it's looking like this. Then we need to take the bottom one from the right and take it over to your left. And then it needs to go under this side. It needs to go under the second one. Okay. So we've got them crossing over at that point. Then you want to take the left bottom one again and take it over the top one, under the third one, and take it over here. Okay, and we're trying to keep the shapes. Okay, so you have over, under, over. This side we've got under, over and under. Hope that makes sense. Just adjust them. And we want to try and keep them as even as possible. And try and keep the design as even, although it is quite an organic bracelet, so it'll be okay. Just do your best. Right, now I'm happy with that. Okay, and then we're going to take this one. We're going to take that bead from, so that's over, under, over. We're going to take that bead from there. In fact, we'll take it from this side first. Here. And we're going to wrap it round the back. And bring it right round. Just one full turn. That's that one. Try not to break the camera while you're at it. And then that's that one out the way. So you take the next top one and take it to the side and take that back behind your main wire and wrap that round just once as well. Bring it right round to the front, and that should have them two. Try and keep your wires as good as possible. Your next wire is this one. Take it round the back, bring it right round, and hopefully you can see how that's working out. And that actually brought that one. The next wire, it's still really fiddly, is this one. And you want to take that right round to the back. Have a wee look at it, make sure you like the design and it's quite similar. And take that to that side. Right, so you've got something like that at the moment. And what you want to do is take this one from the left hand side, bring that over, try and keep the same sort of design if you can. It doesn't really matter too much, but you want to try and make it as symmetrical as possible. Bring that right round, wire wrap it round once. Okay, just squish it down a wee bit. There we go. And then we're going to do the last one. Take that. Oh, these wires are a nuisance. Take that over, round the back, keeping that same sort of shape, round the back, and wrap it just once. And that's you back to having 3 wires at either side again. I'm just going to fix them up a wee bit. Okay. That's you got 3 at either side. It is a wee bit fiddly. But you get the idea of what I mean. They look really nice. Even this central design is quite nice. So, next bead. Feed your next bead on. Onto the base wire. This one doesn't want to go through. Why not? Try from that side. It's obviously squint. The holes obviously squint all the way through. Right, try that again. Try a different one. Try this one, quite like that one. Okay, feed that one through. Please go through. Yeah, you will. It's playing the game. Right, so we'll fed that one through. Oh, cut my glove. Right, so we want to do the same again. So we bring the right side. Right, I'm just going to straighten my wires slightly, just to keep them. It's getting easier as the wires are getting shorter. So, okay. You take the right one over to the left hand side. You take the right hand side over the left hand side. If you're wondering why I'm wearing gloves, I have contact dermatitis, and sometimes it flares up really bad, and it's quite bad at the moment, so I don't think you want to see that on camera. It's just one of these things. Right, so that's your first one again. So you bring the bottom one from the right side over to the left side. Okay, bring the left side over to the right side, but now it needs to start weaving. So the first one on that's going to the left is over. So the first one, sorry, second one going over to the left needs to go under. Okay, oh, we're getting there. Let's squish them up a bit. Next one is your left one, sorry, right one, go over to the left side, and that cross point goes over that one, so it needs to go under the first one. Sorry, the second one that's at the left side. It is sounding a bit complicated. Okay, so it's over that one, and it's under that one, so it's over this one and under that one. And the left one comes over to the right side, and the first crossover is an over, so it'll be an under that one. Sorry, that's a, yeah, no, it's an over. Oh, I'm getting confused. And it's under the second one, over the first one, under the second one, and under the third one. Just make sure your weaves are going over, under, over, under. That one is not quite right. I'll just adjust it accordingly. just keep fiddling and checking it and adjusting it the way you want. That is too much of an elbow bend for my liking, so I'm just going to fix that. So it was under that one, over that one, and under that one. That's better. Okay, and you see that? Okay. Then we take the next one. So we'll take this one and cross it over the back, bring it round and wrap it the once. So that she secured this one in. Next one. Is this one. Take it over the back. Take it round once. As long as you're weaving your wires in and out, it should be okay. As I say, it's an organic look, so take this one. Try and just keep the shapes that you've got. And that one's over and under and just there you go. Just adjust any shapes that you need to. Excuse me. Next one. Behind, over and round. And that's you done another. Another one. Last one. Try and keep the curve, the back, take it round the back, bring it round the front, wrap it once, and bring it back to the other side. Okay, last one. Hope you're catching this okay. Take your last bottom wire over the back, round the back, bring it round the front, wrap it just the once, and that's you got 3 at each side again. That's you working with 3 at each side. Just give that a wee smoosh, and now you've got your third lot, sorry. I'm just making sure it will fit on my bracelet, my hand, my wrist, sorry. Right. Okay, next one. So you take another bead. I'll use that one. Or will I use something else? I like that one. Feed that into the bottom of your base wire again. Oh, please go through. I just needed a wee bit of coaxing. Right. So try and squish it down a wee bit and get what you. There we go. So hope you can see that okay. So we're back to having 3 each side, and you know the score. you know what to do. We take the bottom one from the right hand side, take it over to your left hand side. Okay, take the bottom one from the left hand side and take it over the right hand side. Take the bottom right hand side one again and take it over the left hand side. Take the bottom left hand side and take it over the right hand side. And this is where I get confused myself. Right, so first crossover point is an over, so this next one needs to go under the second one. Oh. Right. Okay, now bottom last one. I'll straighten my wires a wee bit. Bring it over to the right hand side. Now we're at that crossover weaving point again. So that one was an over, so that this one needs to go under the first one and over that one. Now this very last one on the left hand side, that crossover point, that went over the wire, then under the wire, then it needs to go over the first wire, under the second wire, and over the third wire. I hope that makes sense. So it's all weaved in on at each other. And I'm trying to, it is tricky, I'm not gonna lie. But as I say, it is quite an organic style, so, and you can still adjust it. Okay. So as you see, that one's an over, that one's an under, and that one's an over. That one's an over, an under, and an over. Right, so what we're going to do is take this one from this side. Okay, so we've got them all over and under them all, over them all, under them all, over them all. We're going to take it from this side. Now, okay, and we're going to take it around the back, bring it round the front, and wrap it once. Okay, so that's that same first wrap. Take this one from the left side, bring it round the back, wrap it once, then we're taking this one round the back, try and keep that same sort of angle, round the back, bring it round the front and wrap it. Okay, taking this one here, take it round the back, try and keep that sort of shape, wrap it round once and bring it back to the front again. Actually got two here at this side. Okay, and you want to take this one, bring it round the back, bring it round the front and wrap it. Let me smush that in a wee bit. Okay. And then we'll take this one from that last side, round the back. Try and keep that sort of wave going. Bring it round the front, and that's you got the 3 at both sides. So to finish off this bangle, flip it over to the back, and what you want to do is cut each individual one. Okay, so you want to cut each tail off and just smush it together. You want to squish it so that it won't catch on your skin when you wear it. Just want to do that with each one, each individual one. Just cut it slightly shy, and you want to make sure it's tucked in, as I say, so that it doesn't scratch on anything. And just keep doing that, each individual one.
Just making sure there's no edges poking out. And just do them all individually. Where's that one coming from? That one's coming from that way. Okay.
And that should finish that part. Okay, I'll just, now to finish it, finish the end, all we want to do is make another loop, just like we made at the first part. So we want to cut off just a little bit left. We won't need that bit. And what we want to do is just want to bend that again. Okay. And then take our bell making pliers. And leave a few millimeters. Wrap that round. And you want that. It's quite awkward. Okay. And you just want to take your chain nose, probably cut off a little bit too much at that point, but we'll try and work with it. And then you just want to wrap it like you did your others. I'm going to try and squish that in. I don't know why I cut not enough, but I'm trying to work with it. My kitty cat has decided to come up and see what was going on. So this is the end, and what we want to do is add your loops and extender chain and your lobster clasp. So we'll do that just now, as long as Kitty doesn't get in my way. But she's decided to come up and have a look. Haven't you, Kitty? Hey, there's Mummy's girl. Okay, so we had the loop at one side with the lobster clasp. Close it up. That's it one side. And then the extender chain and the loop on the other side. Okay. Not quite big enough. Loop. Extender chain. My cat loves wire, by the way. I don't know what it is she likes about it, but she does. Come on, Kitty, down you come. Right, now that's the finished piece with the lobster clasp and extender chain. And what you want to do is just slowly make a curve in it. Just very slowly. Come on, baby. Very slowly. Make small movements with the cat's tail in the way. Very small movements back and forward. And just keep doing that. Keep going until you get it the shape that's needed. That's actually quite small, but that's why I like it, and it will fit nicely on my wrist. I'm just slowly taking this round. We're almost there. I've not closed it up yet, but as you can see, it does sit really lovely on the wrist. If you have a slightly larger wrist, then you could add another bead, but these beads were 25 millimeters long and 20 millimeters wide. So it really depends, but you're probably best adding an extender chain and a clasp, and that way it'll fit lovely on your wrist. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. I hope you were able to follow along. It's the first time I've made it myself, so it's good to do something different and create your own unique creation. Thank you. Please subscribe.